Hello everyone, before we get started, I would like to do a giveaway. My friend, if I can get this, made pop sockets. He owns a print shop. God, focus. My friend made pop sockets. He owns a print shop. If you would like one, go ahead, comment, leave a like, first off, subscribe, then leave a like on the video, and then comment down below. Just leave a comment. I don't care what it says. It could be like, I hate this video, for all I care. And then I'll choose a winner. If you didn't win and you are interested in buying one, just go ahead, hit me up. I have a Twitter account, Conspiracy7 on Twitter, so go ahead and hit me up there. And thanks guys for watching the video. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tier 3 of the controversial internet figures Iceberg. Before we get into it, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for choosing to spend some time with me today. Now let's get into it. Nikocado Avocado is such a sad story. Tale as old as time, Beauty and the Beast. He was born in Ukraine in 1992, but adopted in infancy by an American family and was raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Real name, Nicholas Perry, went to college and majored in performance and became a freelance violinist. However, we all know that freelance musicians don't make much money, so he also got a job at Home Depot. He decided to move to New York City in 2013 to pursue his dream of playing on a Broadway orchestra. However, he had a hard time making a living in a city full of talented musicians, and as we all know, in a world where everyone is super, no one is. He met his boyfriend, Orlin Home, through a vegan Facebook group, and after essentially e-dating online, he traveled to Colombia to meet Orlin, and they began a relationship. In early 2014, Nicholas moved to Colombia to settle down with him. Orlin already had a YouTube channel and encouraged Nick to start his own in 2014. His channel, called Nikocado Avocado, was a vegan and lifestyle channel, and had some musical performances with his violin as well. He stopped being a vegan and released a video explaining why on September 1st of 2016, where he said that the vegan community was unbalanced, hostile, and mentally unstable. At this point, he became a mukbang YouTuber, which essentially just means you eat a lot of food on camera, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. He says that he has manic episodes due to his poor diet, and that he takes advantage of his low moments by using clickbait to encourage people to clickbait on his videos. Speaking of, smash that subscribe button and that like button. You can see his weight gain here. He gained quite a bit of weight in the past few years. He has breathing problems, rides a mobility scooter, and has low libido due to his diet. It's really sad in my opinion, and that's coming from an overweight guy. I'm overweight, but it seems like he's not doing anything to better himself. He's known for his strange reactions and overreactions during his mukbang videos, some of which have as his boyfriend, some of which he collabs with other YouTubers on. In one of his YouTube videos, you can hear someone getting shot to death in the background, and they just don't make any mention of it, but there was like a news story about it, and then someone linked up his video to the shooting. It was really bizarre. Imagine your last moments being caught on video, and it's Nikocado Avocado doing a mukbang. He also made an OnlyFans, and I don't even want to begin to think about what's on there, because that is disgusting. I mentioned Keemstar earlier on this list, a couple times actually, and we're finally here for the man, the myth, the legend, someone whose speed rivals Sonic himself, Keemstar.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as boy.
He runs a drama news show called Drama Alert and has such a spotty past that iDubbbz made a content cop on him, so if you're interested in learning more about him after this video, check out iDubbbz's video. There's a lot going on with Keem, so let's get into it. Keem was born on March 8th, 1982 and will be 41 this year. His real name is Daniel Keem, which is where he got the name Keemstar. In 2010, he circulated a death hoax about Lindsay Lohan, which trended worldwide on Twitter. He was swatted later that year, which essentially, if you don't know, is where someone calls the police on you with your information, and they say that you have like a bomb or a hostage or something, and they send a ton of SWAT to your house and just break in. In 2010, his most famous moment of all time came to be, where he was having an argument with one of the moderators on the streaming website he used. The mod's name was Alex, and I'm sure you know where this is going if you know anything about Keemstar. He wanted everyone in chat to type Alex is a stupid N-word. Hard R. In 2012, he started the campaign Dildos for Africa. His intention was to buy 75,000 worth of dildos and send them to Africa to combat overpopulation. In 2016, he tweeted at fellow YouTuber Total Biscuit, who had terminal cancer, saying that he could not wait to report on his death. He later died in 2018. Also in 2016, Keemstar falsely accused RuneScape Twitch streamer RS Glory and Gold of being a pedophile. He actually confused him with a different person who actually was a convicted sex offender who used RuneScape to attract his children victims. Keemstar, after finding out that this was a different person, apologized, fired the editor who brought him the story, deleted all the videos on the subject, and offered the streamer $1,000, which the streamer refused. Glory and Gold later forgave Keemstar. In 2019, Etika posted a video called I'm Sorry, shortly before his self-inflicted death. In that video, he mentioned Keemstar, saying, "Keem, I wish you the best, my N-word." People pointed to the video Keem made a few months back, stating that that was the reason for Etika's decision to leave life, but he had texts from Etika's mother saying that he wasn't to blame and that Etika loved Keemstar. In 2020, H3H3 from Tier 2 released a video expose about Keemstar. One of his claims was that he exploited Etika, and his biggest sponsor, G Fuel, ended their sponsorship with him over it. Zoe Berger is an American YouTuber and Twitch streamer who was heavily engaged in YouTube drama in 2016 and grew her career that way. She kind of took the Bad Baby approach to life, but before Bad Baby, she's the OG. She also was one of the earliest Twitch streamers who would take advantage of their body and wear scantily clad clothing, twerk, etc. She's like the original Alinity, who, funnily enough, is actually on this tier. She was banned on Twitch 4 times, however found a foothold on YouTube and hit 1 million subscribers in essentially no time, just a few months. She was one of the first people to make almost exclusively provocative content and drama content. As more and more people like her started to appear, her growth really slowed down. She made a Patreon account with more provocative content and then eventually an OnlyFans once that website kind of took off. J-Station is a Canadian internet personality, just fueling my dislike for Canada even more. He had a prank YouTube channel, which again is the lowest form of content in my opinion. He received a lot of hate from the YouTube community over his attempts to capitalize on the deaths of celebrities such as XXXTentacion and Mac Miller through paranormal activities such as Ouija boards and spirit boxes known as the 3 a.m. challenge, where he was like, I contacted Mac Miller at 3 a.m. He was arrested in 2018 at Walt Disney World Orlando on charges of trespassing and resisting arrest. Security had been called on him after he became angry at the fact that his bag had been accidentally taken by another guest at the park. According to the staff, he became agitated and refused to check the lost and found or guest claims to try to find his items, instead choosing to yell at and demean the managers. He was then asked to leave the baggage check while filming his experience, which is against Walt Disney World rules to protect the privacy of other guests, and was then jailed on a $1,200 bond. He then called on his followers to boycott Disney World and threatened legal action. I'm not sure in what world the previous events happen and you think that you're in the right, but I guess that's why he's on this list. In 2020, he announced that his girlfriend at the time had been killed by a drunk driver in Toronto, Canada. He then made a video of him visiting a makeshift memorial and attempting to contact her from the grave via a Ouija board. Some viewers were suspicious of the claim, however, as he had made weird claims in the past, such as purchasing children and slaves from the dark web, summoning dead animals, and he once became decapitated using a voodoo doll. Mudahar of the channel Some Ordinary Gamers, who is also Canadian, contacted the Toronto and Ottawa police departments to confirm that his girlfriend was in fact alive. At this point, J-Station admitted that the news of her death was a hoax to increase his subscriber and view count, and that he planned to resurrect her in a later video. His channel was permanently banned after this, and then when he created a second channel and then eventually a third channel, those were also banned for ban evading. He has since said that he has done nothing wrong and threatened to sue YouTube. Alinity is a Colombian Twitch streamer and YouTuber known for playing games and wearing low-cut tops. Her controversies are many, but they're not very big. She asked her stream if she could copyright PewDiePie for calling her a Twitch thought, and later pretty much blamed him for sexism online because sexism never existed before PewDiePie. She then has had some controversies with her cat, but not in the same way that Shane Dawson had. She's thrown her cat over her shoulder, and it's a pretty obvious throw in my opinion, but she claimed that she was putting her cat on top of her chair and he fell.
Milo!
She also allegedly fed her cat vodka from her mouth, which first is crazy and second disgusting. And in 2018, she said that she married a Canadian and then divorced him for the sole purpose of citizenship, and she refuses to respond to this in any way. She had a nip slip on stream once, and Twitch wasn't going to ban her despite people being banned for less, and she had to request the ban so that people would feel that Twitch was being fair when they clearly are not, because she had to request to be banned. She also allegedly said the N-word on stream. However, some viewers of hers say that she was saying Nick, like Nick, you're killing me, but her accent makes it sound like the N-word. Also another provocative Twitch streamer who has an OnlyFans, so the Twitch to OnlyFans pipeline is just insane. Austin Jones is a former musician who was active on YouTube from 2007 to 2017. He is a current convicted sex offender and was arrested for the production of child sexual exploitation on video. People started to be suspicious of him when, in 2015, he apologized after a video of him teaching an underage girl to twerk surfaced, with many calling him out. On May 10th of 2015, the music website PupFresh reported that he had contacted multiple underage female fans online, each time trying to persuade the girl to twerk on video for him, and also how to do it while recording themselves for him. He admitted that the allegations were true, but that nudity was not involved in any of the webcam conversations. On June 9th, 2017, a U.S. judge signed a search warrant for his residence in Bloomingdale, Illinois. 3 days later, Homeland Security executed the search warrant, and on the same day, Jones was arrested at O'Hare International Airport by U.S. Customs agent on 2 counts of producing sexually exploitive videos of children. He consented to a search of his phone and signed a written consent form. Homeland Security transported him to their offices and interviewed him in the traditional way with the camera on the tripod, and he pleaded guilty on a single count of receipt of child sexual exploitation videos and was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison. In 2019, a YouTube video was released by YouTuber DeFizzy, citing evidence implicating 3 powerful people in covering up Jones's behavior and actions in the past. Pro Jared was a part of Normal Boots, a group of creators who made videos about video games, along with Peanut Butter Gamer, JonTron the Completionist, Did You Know Gaming, and Continue. However, due to the controversy we're gonna go over, he and the company parted ways, much like how the company and JonTron parted ways. On May 8th, 2019, he tweeted that he and his wife Heidi were getting a divorce on amicable terms. Jared has faced a ton of hate and backlash after his wife at the time tweeted that she recently found out that he has been cheating on her with more than one person. He also faced more controversy the same day because he was accused of sending pictures of his crotch to fans of who claimed they were under 18 at the time. It's alleged that Jared used Tumblr to solicit nudes from fans with the username SinJared. As I said earlier, Normal Boots released a statement saying that they had parted ways with Jared, but they also mentioned that he had been under internal investigation for inappropriate conduct since April 4th of that same year. Jared released a statement on Twitter saying that he and his wife were in an open, polyamorous relationship, with both of them having partners on the side, which he claimed his wife had encouraged. She responded by saying that they had indeed tried an open relationship, but she had shut it down due to Jared's lack of transparency and considered them monogamous after that point. His channel suffered from extreme public backlash, and he lost more than 20% of his subscribers in just a few days, many viewing him as a predatory pedophile. Jared made a YouTube video titled "You've Been Lied To," where he says that while he did exchange nudes on Tumblr and Snapchat, he always made it clear that it was for consenting adults only. He also said that he was not let go from Normal Boots, but in fact resigned to prevent other members of the group from being dragged into the drama. He then provided evidence against the claims that he solicited nudes from people under 18, showing that it could not have happened. This video, along with the evidence he brought, really resulted in an increase of support for him actually in his channel, and he's been growing on YouTube independently ever since. Slazo was actually a channel that I used to watch in his heyday, but he has had a number of allegations since. Slazo made reaction and commentary videos along the lines of Leafy or early H3H3. On June 10th, 2019, Slazo's ex-girlfriend published a twit longer, which is just like a long-form tweet, accompanied with screenshots in which she accused Slazo of being controlling, manipulative, and sexually abusive. The next day, Keemstar covered the situation on his show, showing a DM between him and Slazo, who said there was more to the story, but he wanted to take his time in covering all the accusations. accusations. Following the video by Keemstar, Slazo's ex released a second twit longer accusing Slazo of lying to Keemstar and intimidating her on a recent meetup. On June 27, 2019, after seeking professional legal advice and mental health counseling, Slazo published a video providing proof that his ex had taken incriminating DMs out of context and had lied about several of her own statements, such as her having no prior partner before him. He also provided context for the DM screenshots she used, which did show that Slazo didn't have the best social skills or finesse with sensitive topics, but much of which she provided as evidence of sexual assault was actually consensual between the two parties. Further evidence came out in the form of leaked DMs from his ex, showing her to have conspired these accusations at least several weeks before they had come out and even acknowledged the accusations were fake. Many YouTubers took steps to separate themselves from Slazo when the accusations first came out. After they were disproved, however, very few apologized and several even doubled down. Further leaked DMs obtained and published by Turkey Tom indicate that some YouTubers conspired with his ex to remove Slazo from the commentary community for unknown reasons. This is why I'm scared of women, man. One accusation that was proven wrong, and Slazo still isn't back to his old self. People still avoid him. One false accusation can ruin a life, man. FPS Russia is one of the original YouTubers who was big when I first started getting into YouTube around 2010. Real name Kyle Myers was born in the state of Georgia, USA. He played a character named Dmitry Potapov, a professional Russian from Moscow with a heavy accent. His YouTube videos centered around firearms and explosives, every man's dream. He reached 1 million subscribers in just about 1 year in the month of June 2011. He stopped making YouTube videos after he got a felony charge from the ATF, which, side note, the ATF is one of the worst government organizations. They can just make up rules that aren't laws, but they enforce them as if they're laws and federal judges consider them laws. Like, what's up with that? On January 3rd, 2013, Keith Ratliff, a member of the FPS Russia production team, was found shot dead in his home. Ratliff had a federal firearms license and was the one who obtained the firearms used in the videos. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation said that it was investigating, however, there have been no official updates leading to a number of conspiracy theories. A decade later, and still nothing on this. That's crazy. On March 29, 2013, Kyle's residence and his father's nearby farm were searched by the ATF. The justification that the ATF gave? He was using explosives and getting paid for it via YouTube. However, he used tannerite, which does not meet the ATF's definition of explosive. In 2017, he was raided again by the ATF and FBI after he allegedly received 25 grams of cannabis oil through the mail. The Department of Justice prosecuted on the grounds that illegal drug possession while owning a firearm is a federal offense. He was arrested for felony possession with intent to distribute, and 50 of his weapons were confiscated. He has not released a video on FPS Russia since 2016, but he still actively co-hosts a podcast called Painkiller Already that he also co-founded back in 2010 when he started his YouTube channel. With the legalization of marijuana going about, I really hope they walk it back, give him his stuff back. They're not going to, but that would be the right thing to do. And that's why they're not going to. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.